Hi, my name is Melissa, and I would like to start with posing a question to all of you. And that is, what value do you place on your right to vote? Are you someone who does not feel your vote counts, so therefore you never vote? Or are you on the other end and never miss your opportunity to cast your vote? For those people that are on the non-voting side, I challenge you to consider what that your vote does make a world of difference and is just that, a right and even a privilege that should not be wasted. In a world where many do not have this right, it honestly surprises me to see people who don't care. I feel that the world is in a scary place, more so than it has ever been before, and this can be leading to a world that we can't imagine until we are there living in it. There are also so many issues facing us today that can feel very overwhelming to face or even think about. That very fact seems to keep many Americans home on an important day like today, Election Day. It seems that those who say their vote doesn't count also do not try to make a difference. Where we are today is all from the choices we have made in our past. No one ever said that mistakes won't be made by sitting back and doing nothing almost guarantees for a negative outcome. The topic of voting is a hot topic for most to talk about, and most of the time because everyone has a strong opinion one way or the other. But being that we are expected to go out and vote today, we have been inundated with political information that can feel very overwhelming to most people. I, however, look into more than they advertise on TV and in the media. I feel it is my duty as an American to make an educated decision for the betterment of my country, my future, and the future of my children. Growing up, I have to say, I never remember anyone talking to me about voting or what it means to vote. It wasn't until I was 18 and I fell in love with my now husband, who at the time, and in actuality just until about a year ago, was an illegal immigrant who was brought here by his family as a child after his mother had passed. He taught me what I had taken for granted and the freedom that I was born into by being born in America. I have voted in every election since I met him. And now I take my sons, who are 11, Miguel, and Carlos, who will be 7 this month, every time I vote, because I want them growing up to know it's something to believe in and a part of their birthright to be able to have a say in this country and in the election process. I have to say that it is very disappointing that so many people in this country do not vote. My own grandfather fought in the Korean War and is now very anti-government, and he speaks only negative about voting when I ask. His statement, I have to say, is, "Why do I vote? It doesn't matter who I vote for anyways." It appears that many people do not vote because they don't feel like they make a difference. But that is where the problem starts, because many of us were not even allowed to vote for so long in this country. There have been so many people in the past that marched for equality and obtained our rights, and they should not be taken for granted, and they would be so disappointed to see the people that sit home on Election Day and don't cast their vote. Whether you voted for our current president, President Barack Obama, or not, our country should delight in the canvas that we are painting on this journey. To have an African American president in the White House can offer hope to so many in the next generation, who just 8 years ago would have never believed it was possible. And for that reason, it happened because of those single votes that were cast. I look at my 7-year-old who doesn't remember a time before Barack Obama was president, and he tells me, because for some odd reason he wants to be the president of the United States, and he truly believes that's possible, and as his mother, I believe it is true, too, that it's possible. But 8 years ago, I maybe wouldn't have believed it so possible because I grew up in a generation that said there would never be a president that wasn't a white man. And I'm proud of the country that I live in now, and I'm thankful for the freedoms that I have, and I encourage anybody that doesn't take advantage of those freedoms to do so. Thank you.